All right, so we're in week 4 right now, and week 6 was when I promised that our first midterm would be, so I need to go talk about that now. So let's scroll on down. Eventually, I will release this midterm 1 module and all the pages in it, but right now I'll release the module itself as well as just a few of the pages. So we'll talk about the midterm info page, we'll go there, the extra credit assignment page, and then there's also some practice for recording yourself, because you will be recording yourself, remember, as you take this exam. I'll explain all that. And down here, eventually, I will release the actual test. So like on the day of the test, during the time range when you want to take it, you will come here and you'll click that to take the test, and then after you're finished, you'll upload the video of yourself taking that test right here. Okay, so yeah, let's go and look at the info page at least first. That's important. So here is the time range when I want to make the midterm available. So 2 p.m. on the 17th to 8 p.m. on the 18th. All right, so you can take the test whenever you want within this range of time, but it will cut you off at 8 p.m. on the 18th. And so I believe those are a Wednesday and Thursday. Yes, so that's a Wednesday and Thursday of week 6. You will have an hour and a half to take the test, though. All right, so make sure to start it by, 6:30 on the 18th to get the full amount of time, because at 8 p.m. it will cut everybody off. All right, so no extensions on any exams or anything. We all are taking that through during the same range of time. So yeah, here are the topics that the midterm will be on. Please look at this page and scroll through it at your leisure, but like there's some topics that I will be hitting hard during the midterm, and here's like a more like the assignments that I'll be using to come up with my questions, as well as an actual list of topics that's more spelled out. So yeah, those are the things I will ask you about on the test. And here is the format of the test. So what it's going to look like, you can look at these sample questions if you would like. That might make things a little bit better. But like here's a practice test, and so fill that out if you'd like. And here's what it's going to look like. So in words, it will have some coding questions and some fill-in-the-blank questions. All right, so you should expect to be typing actual code as you're taking the test. And this is a closed book test. All right, so you're going to be recording yourself as you take it, but even though it's on the internet, you're going to pretend that it's just a piece of paper that you're writing your answers on, even though it's on Canvas. All right, so you can't like go to any other tabs. You are allowed one cheat sheet as long as you handwrite it. So take one printer page size paper and write whatever you want on both sides of it, and you can use that while you take the test. Of course, you can also have scratch paper, but nothing else. All right, you can't go to any other tabs, can't go use the server, can't take out a calculator, nothing other than your cheat sheet, your scratch paper, and your brain and a writing device. Okay, so yeah, that's what it's going to be like. I'll show you the rules, the actual rules, in a second. And yeah, you got to remember to record yourself as you're taking the test. So I'm gonna give you a way to practice that. I'm gonna make it very easy so that you can get ready for it. But you do have to do that, and that's important. All right, that's how I make sure we're all playing fairly as we take the tests in this class. So yeah, just make sure there's going to be a bunch of directions on the test page, and I'm going to show you that on the sample one. As long as you follow all of those in order and you got your video saved on your computer, I'll give you credit, all the credit you deserve. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to give you this little sample test down here, this little practice recording test for you, and I think that will help a lot. So yeah, here's also some sample questions, some actual test questions from last time I taught the class. So okay, so I'm also going to be releasing all these pages. So the first place you should probably look is the step-by-step walkthrough on how to record yourself. So I made a nice fancy video. I'd like you to use OBS, so this program that I'm using to record right now, as you take the test, please. All right, so here is a video walkthrough right here of me going through exactly how to take this little sample test and do everything in the way that I asked you to. All right, so follow that, yeah, and so nothing will go wrong. Okay, I think that's my recommendation. You don't need to worry about this page because nobody's taken it in class. And like here's the recording that I made as I was going over that first video, so it will make sense why this is here when you watch this first video here, how to record yourself during tests. But like this is the video that I made. Try to make sure that yours looks like that too. You got your sound, you got your face in the corner, stuff like that. But yeah, just do practice as much as you need to. That's what this little practice page is for. So I walk through it in that video, but I've made this recording practice test page as well as this recording practice test video submission page, so it's just going to be like exactly what's going to happen on the midterm. All right, so here's what a test looks like. It's a little different for me as the teacher, but like you'll have a start button. I have a preview button because I'm the teacher. but it will look something like this. Just like stop, follow all these directions, and you will follow all of these directions. I had to spell it all out, but it's really easy. Okay, I promise. So just like make sure everything's off your desk, make sure you have space on your machine, make sure no other tabs are open. Like you start your recording before you click the start button, but like that's more or less it. Just make sure it's all working. And I do want to stress that during the test, you're allowed to try to talk to me if you'd like. Try to take it during my office hours if you can, but I can't promise that I'll be around, but unless you're taking the test during my office hours, but you are allowed to try to contact me if you have a question about any of the questions. That's the one exception to all these rules. Okay, so yeah, just get your recording started, take the test, and don't stop it until it's done. You'll follow all these rules, and I walk through them in this walkthrough video page. Okay, so yeah, let me know if you have any questions about anything. I know this is kind of stressful, right, for the first test in our class, but this is the best we can do. This is the only way to keep everything fair for everyone. Okay, so yeah, you'll be following all of these rules, so make sure you're very familiar with them. You'll follow them in order as you start the test, and then you'll click start, and for some reason it shows you the rules all over again, but the timer's ticking at that point, and so like you got to scroll down to like the actual questions, and that's what it's going to look like. Okay, so yeah, please watch my walkthrough video. Ask me any questions that you need to. Come to office hours. I can walk you through how to get your recording going. But after you finish the test, you will submit your recording to this like submission page. This is kind of what it's going to look like for the actual test as well, and you'll just upload your file that you've created with your recording software. So yeah, that is how I make sure like everything's working as you take the test. You need a webcam, by the way, as you're taking this test. So back to these rules. Definitely watch the walkthrough video, but like one very important thing is I need to see you and hear you. So you need a microphone, you need a webcam, all that fun stuff. Okay, so if you don't have any of those things, the library is checking out laptops to you if you need one, and then you should be able to take the test with that. Okay, so let me know if you need anything. And yeah, just like as long as you can get through these rules, it's going to be smooth sailing. All right, and these rules are not going to change for any other tests. Like once you get it down, it works the same for the rest of the semester. All right, so it's a bit of an upfront cost, but I promise it's worth it. All right, it keeps us all honest and on the same page. So yeah, that's what that's going to look like. And so you can practice with this little practice test as much as you want, just to like record yourself, upload the video, press submit, work through the time range. I give you like a half hour to take this practice one, even though there's only 2 questions. So like play around with this as much as you want. You can keep resubmitting if you want to keep trying stuff. Like if you mess up the first time, you can try it again, stuff like that. And then eventually the real test is going to be here, and then you only get one chance at that one, right? So you practice as much as you need to before then. And yeah, eventually both of these pages will be released, and you'll come here to click here to like start the test, and you'll upload your video after you're finished. Okay, so I think that is all that I want to say about the test itself. Do ask me any questions that you need to. I'll be here and available, of course. Come to office hours, whatever you need to do. Ask a question on Discord. We will answer it. We'll get it answered for you. And with that, I also like to release an extra credit assignment. So I want to talk about that as well, and that'll be it for this little mini video. So with every test, I like to release some extra credit, and so this will be due at the same time for everybody. Extra credit also does not have extensions. It will be due the midnight before the test comes out, so 11:59 p.m. on the 16th. I did that right, yes? Yeah, because the test comes out on the 17th. So at midnight on the 16th, 11:59 p.m., you can turn this in if you want to, all right? And what this is me kind of forcing you to study and help your peers. So it's kind of like a win-win. So this is worth up to 2.5% extra credit on top of your final grade. I am very, very picky about the date, though. So like this is extra. You got to get it in ahead of time. Even if you're having technical difficulties, you should have submitted a long time ago. So I'm not going to accept anything late. But if you would like to do it before the due date, you can make a review video. All right, so it's kind of me forcing you to study, and then like you can post it here and your peers can see it. They'll love you forever. So like make a little video going over some topics that help you review for the exam and help your peers too. So it's like you can pretend to be a teacher almost. So yeah, here's like the hard requirements for the review video. Just go over a bunch of examples of stuff that's going to appear on the test. So like on the info page, I've got a list of topics. Go over something. All right, that's pretty much it. So other rules, I guess, are hopefully self-explanatory. Like you got to pretend to be a teacher. Like go and explain things. Don't just like read the textbook or something. That wouldn't be extra. You got to do something extra to get extra credit. But like give a little mini lecture, make some slides, something like that. Go over some topics. And if you want the full percentage, you can make a 20-minute video. You don't have to edit it or anything. Like I don't edit any of my lectures. I just give you the raw video. You can do the same. And if you want half the extra credit, you can make a 10-minute video. All right. So those are the time limit requirements. And just make sure that you're doing something extra to make extra credit. So like if you have any questions about what your idea is and like if you think it's going to be worth extra credit, if you have any questions about any of that stuff, please talk to me before you try to record yourself. All right. So like make sure you're doing something new, like make new code, write new slides, draw new diagrams. Don't just like go over one of your labs because like that's not extra at that point. I won't give you credit for that. So like make sure you're doing something brand new and that's extra enough for extra credit. That's all that I want. Okay. So yeah, just talk to me if you have any questions about whether your idea is good enough. It probably is as long as you're following these rules. Okay. But you can talk to me as much as you want. I can help. And I think that's all that I want to say. So like you should be a pro at recording yourself by now, but like use OBS to record yourself here as well. And that's even more practice before the test comes. So that's perfect. And I think that's all that I want to say. Just like for the test itself, like the library is renting out laptops for you guys if you would like one. If like you don't have a webcam or a microphone or something like that, you can go get a laptop from the library. Everybody deserves to have this opportunity to turn this extra credit in. All right, so I can help you like fill out that form if you need it, anything like that. I would be happy to help with. I think that then is everything. So yeah, do the extra credit assignment if you'd like, or just click reply before the due date, get something in. Do keep in mind that the submission time is a hard limit. All right. Yeah, so that's extra credit. That's the test itself. I know that's a lot of information all at once. Try out all this stuff. Look at all these pages that I'm releasing. Eventually I'll release the actual test too. And let me know if you have any questions, please. So yeah, I think that's all that I got, and I will see you later.